Well, if you have been watching the Warriors in the Summer League, it's quite disappointing. The team currently has a record of 0-5, which is something obviously we do not want to see. Nonetheless, this does not say much about the regular season because this is a time where the rookies and G League players get to use this as a training ground. And speaking of rookies, this is where interesting things are kicking in. Because despite such poor record, we are seeing some amazing things from the Warriors young players. We talked about lesser knowns the other day, but today we're shifting our focus to a completely different player, and I'm talking about Golden State second round pick this year, Trayce Jackson Davis. Now, no disrespect to our first round pick Brandon Podziemski, but I feel a lot more excited about this Jackson Davis pick. In order for the Warriors to get him, they had to send last year's first round pick Patrick Baldwin Jr. to the Washington Wizards, so Jackson Davis definitely came with a cost. However, based on his college numbers, projection, and current performance in the Summer League, everything is going towards the right direction. Now, if everything develops properly, Jackson Davis might become the next big man that will play a key role for the Warriors' future. In today's video, let's talk about how everybody is overlooking this Warriors second round pick and how Jackson Davis can become one of the rising stars in the league. So without further ado, let's show the intro.
Hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match.
Yo, what's up guys, Jason here back with another video. If it's the first time watching, I mostly cover news and reports of the Golden State Warriors, but we also occasionally make content for every other team in the league. If you want the latest basketball news and rumors in your feed, all you're gonna do is to leave a like and subscribe so that you won't miss any of a future upload. To start things off, Trayce Jackson Davis is a 6'9" forward with a wingspan over 7 feet, so his frame certainly fits with the Warriors. Now, Trayce is a senior coming out of Indiana University, so he's definitely on the older side for rookies. But what comes with this is experience. This past year in Indiana, Jackson Davis was averaging 20.9 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. And after watching more of his college tape, you can clearly tell that this is a very skilled big man with nice length, and he also has a nice solid mid-range game and post-up game. Nonetheless, he doesn't have much range from behind the arc, which is why he wasn't one of the top prospects in this year's draft. Now, one thing a lot of the scouts said in the draft report is that Trayce Jackson Davis is an athlete who is able to combine strength and agility to dominate in the paint. By this alone, you can tell exactly why Golden State wants his presence, because both Kevon Looney and the Warriors' new player Darius Saric don't provide that much support in the paint, so this for sure is a great attribute that comes with Jackson Davis. On the other hand, with his athleticism, Trayce is great at open court and running the floor. For this Warriors team that runs the transition offense, this is one more trait that fits perfectly with the system, and that will definitely compromise his three-point shooting by a little. Now, what's very surprising about Jackson Davis is his passing ability. Unlike Kevon Looney, Jackson Davis has a very nice core vision for a big man, and he has a nice passing game near the mid-post. Just thinking about him, Draymond Green and Chris Paul playing together sounds like a nightmare for the opposing team's defense. And with this 6'9" frame and a wingspan over 7 foot, that naturally makes him a good defender. Now, one of the draft notes from NBA Scout on Jackson Davis is, TJD is a standard defender who is a menace over the court. He's a very good rim protector for a 6'9" player thanks to his vertical pop and great instincts. So in essence, Golden State is getting a guy who is a complete player on the offensive side except three-point shooting, has nice playmaking ability near the mid-post, and is a good defender near the paint. I mean, this fits basically everything Golden State wants, and honestly, I'm still a bit surprised that Jackson Davis falls this deep in the draft. He was projected to be a late first round pick or early second round pick, but eventually Golden State got him at the very end of the second round. Now, in terms of Summer League performance, you can see everything I mentioned above present themselves. Jackson Davis played 2 games so far because he had some minor hamstring injuries earlier, but with these 2 games alone, you can already see his talent. On his debut this past Thursday, Jackson Davis had 14 points on 6-for-9 shooting with 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. And this is all from only 20 minutes of playing time. Take a look at this evaluation here by Anthony Slater, who is a reporter from The Athletic. Trayce Jackson Davis debuted for the Warriors in Vegas today. Flashed usable tools. Good passer on movement out of the post, effective roller and finisher, comfortable in dunker spot. And speaking of efficiency, I'm very surprised today because he once again outperformed everybody's expectations. The game yesterday against the Raptors, Trayce Jackson-Davis shined again. In only 25 minutes, he had 18 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. And if you watch his tape, this might be the steal of the draft. I know it's early, but Jackson-Davis has the attributes to a double-double machine. And you can see here that those 2 assists show some playmaking ability, and 2 blocks and 2 steals in one game really showed us his versatility and dominance on the defensive end. And across his 10 rebounds, 8 of them are offensive rebounds. I mean, of course, this is Summer League, but this stats is still very impressive. This is a 23-year-old player with all 4 years of college experience, and with the Summer League along with training camp, I think Trayce Jackson-Davis will surprise a lot of people. Matter of fact, I think he will generate a bigger impact than our first-round pick Brandon Podziemski first year. Looking at it now, I think a big reason why the Golden State Warriors only signed Darius Saric in the front court so far is because they are monitoring Trayce Jackson-Davis' status. And I think after Summer League, it definitely adds a lot more insurance to this team's confidence in their roster, and that means Golden State has more flexibility to add more depth in other positions. Because we heard news about Golden State trying to get KJ Martin earlier and show interest in Glenn Robinson. If Jackson-Davis can play some meaningful role this next season, he'll be a huge support for this Warriors championship run. But now the question goes to you guys. Do you think Trayce Jackson-Davis will play a meaningful role for the Warriors next season? And what was your guys' reaction on drafting him in the first place? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Alright guys, that's all we got for today's video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on social media with all the links in the description box down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.